guys, today I wanted to talk about tips to transition from fiction to nonfiction, or tips for nonfiction beginners. So if you're already a strong fiction reader, if you enjoy fiction, it's not a struggle to read fiction, because I do know people where they struggle to read fiction. If that's not you, you are already a step ahead and you're not gonna struggle as much with taking on nonfiction works. So I don't know why you're at this video. Maybe you feel a little bit guilty about reading lots of fiction. I know I do sometimes. I sometimes feel like it's a waste of time. You know, I'm not really benefiting from reading fiction. But that's not true. There are a lot of benefits of reading fiction. First of all, you're increasing your reading strength. You're strengthening your reading ability, you know, increasing your vocabulary, your different perspectives of seeing the world. You can learn a lot from fiction, so don't feel bad about just wanting to read fiction. It's better than not reading at all. But if you want to expand your horizons more, learn more, gain more tangible ways to improve your life, then here we are. Tips to transition to nonfiction. I'm not an avid nonfiction reader yet, but I can get through nonfiction books without a lot of struggle. One tip is to find authors that combine the aspect of storytelling into their nonfiction works. A really popular author that does this is Malcolm Gladwell. He was the first author that I was able to actually be engaged in who wrote nonfiction, because he weaved stories in with the points that he was trying to make. So authors like this are really going to help you with transitioning to nonfiction. Another tip is to take up biographies, okay? Biographies are very similar to fiction in that they tell a story, but the story is true. And you can take things away from self-made people who are successful, who learned lessons in life, and often they have really valuable things to teach you. So if you just don't have the focus and the discipline to read a straight up nonfiction book, especially a dry one, give yourself a break and just read a biography, because it's still not fiction, right? So that is another way to transition into nonfiction. And my last tip is, it hasn't really worked for me to try to go cold turkey and just totally quit fiction. Sometimes I just need to relax and I just need to unwind, and I give myself the okay to read fiction. And I don't feel guilty about it. You're still reading. So I kind of always have a fiction book and a nonfiction book on the go. And when I'm feeling more motivated and more inspired, then I'll go read the nonfiction book. But I always have a fiction book on the go, and I'm okay with that. So those are my main tips for transitioning to nonfiction. Know that it's a process. Don't ever give up wanting to learn and wanting to improve yourself. Don't ever give that up. You know, if you stumble on a nonfiction book that you don't like, forget about it. Just because you don't like that nonfiction book doesn't mean all nonfiction books are going to be like that. Just forget about that book. This happened to me when I tried to read Freud. Freud is a very dry writer, and I just could not get into his books, even though I knew that I could probably learn great things from him. I just gave up, and I was okay with it, and I moved on to another nonfiction book. Okay guys, I hope that these tips help, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!